And there's no jury. You have an administrative law judge who is both the finder of or determiner of legal issues as well as the finder of factual issues. And you will have a hearing or a mini type trial, usually done by Zoom, but it can be done in person in front of the administrative law judge. And then ultimately the administrative law judge renders an opinion. And then if you, or the loser, whether it's the FAA or the airman or operator, can file an appeal. That appeal goes from the ALJ to the NTSB, and they sit as sort of your jury and decide to uphold the ALJ's decision, or maybe uphold them in part, but reverse other parts, or they decide to reverse the whole thing. And then whoever loses at that level, if they choose to, can take the matter into the United States District Court, which is also called federal court, and then prosecute the matter or defend it further up through the federal court system. So that's sort of an outline of the process from start to finish.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great breakdown. And a couple of times in there, you mentioned, seek legal advice. So obviously, it'd be great to reach out to your firm. What are some other resources that pilots have for legal resources? Because I know a lot of young pilots probably don't have a attorney, on hand to answer these questions. So are there any other resources out there available?
Absolutely. One of the best is the AOPA Legal Services Plan, and I am a panel attorney for the plan, but it is a very good price point. There are different levels at which you can join, but our rates are several $100s an hour for representation, and you could spend $1,200 a year for 5 years on this program and have one matter and make all that money back and then some. So they'll pay most of your legal fees for these types of enforcement proceedings, and they can get very expensive. When your livelihood is at stake, you don't want to monkey around. So you want to put on the best and strongest defense you can. You want to develop those defenses. You want to research them. You want to identify your witnesses, have them prepared, have them ready to testify. And all that just takes time, and lawyer time is expensive, unfortunately. And if you want to defend yourself and try to maintain your livelihood, it's going to cost money. So a plan like the AOPA Legal Services Plan is a great way to minimize or mitigate that cost.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I think it's a great resource. I've had that for several years, and I just think it's worth every penny because you don't really know. It's kind of like medical insurance. You don't know when you're going to need it, but when you need it, you need it, and it's too late to get it at that point.